Hello everyone, this is Merch, and I'm really excited to show you this video game that I built. I continue for these video games UX/UI designs that I did for different projects, and it's really exciting to show every of them. And this is Venus World Survival. Really interesting game. Why I liked specifically this one, because it's available to play it through. It's a Telegram-based mobile version game. It's exciting. There's the whole verse of this Venus in the whole collection, but this is kind of a minimal game of the same lore, so to say, that you can experience if on play, and eventually you will witness that Venus will evolve lore. You will get to know the lore, but this is really interesting. So I'll be showing you the video game on a mobile device. Everything that you will see, the style, UI, and UX in the whole prototype and flow is done by me. And let's go into this. I like to always start from the cover. And also, I have a system. So I have assets, screens, and prototypes. And in assets, I will have a lot of assets that I create as what I can reuse. I like to always mention that in the design is really important. So just by changing, for example, this button that is used in this systems and used all over the screens, it will change all over. So you have to work smart as a designer eventually with expertise that is behind my back, like 9 and 10 years already to this date. So I will not be running for the whole assets, but you can see how many different assets are created to reuse the interactive responsive themselves, and so on. They will be as a building blocks, so to say, that I'm collecting separately. I work differently. At that time, I worked like this. So assets will build screens for me, and I'll be building screens that are also as in assets. So I will be reusing them in responsiveness way. That's the smart way to work. So you don't need to change the same screen all over again everywhere. You just change it once in one place. So those screens will be building prototypes. And this is what we'll be reviewing with you, those screens. You'll see that prototyping, they're all interconnected, and all them build out of those screens, and those screens are built out of those assets that also have their own prototype interconnectedness. So you're working smart. So once you need to change something or evolve or reuse, you just go and play with that. Now, what I'm going to do, I myself, it was a while since I played with this one. I think it was in 2025. It feels like eons ago, but I haven't watched into this. I did play the game. I remember playing it on a phone. It was exciting to be testing it. I tested it, and they revealing some new things that I built. They bringing them gradually into the game, and I will not be showing it to you. You can go and check it out. I don't know. Maybe I will leave a link here. I will see how it goes. Try a game and see how it goes. Of course, it's always high fidelity is always hard to achieve with development side, but it's really well done. I'm really happy because I can see they put love and attention, and they try to achieve the best they can at the level that I presented. Another thing that you see, these, for example, images are references. I'm not creating graphics, right? I'm not creating 3Ds. But I'm giving them references that I have to follow in order to create something in that direction, and it's also something outside of my control. I think they did relatively good. Of course, it always can be better, but I think they did well. So, and you will see, again, it's a responsiveness phone have to be. And what I used some references of every time I'm building video games. I'm using other references as games that are similar in the market that helps me to understand the mechanics, the game mechanics, understand and take the best they did and don't repeat mistakes that they did. It's totally same design thinking. That is why it's UX UI for video games. I kid you not, if you're a designer and doing websites, or you're a designer who doing digital products, or even maybe branding. Branding is a little bit different beast. Nevertheless, the thing is, design thinking doesn't really change. I was an architect back in times. Building architecture and buildings and interior designs, it's the same thinking. Psychology is the same thinking as the design thinking. So when you build digital things like this, digital products, video games, or websites, it's the same thinking. The only difference I will tell you between digital product and website is that website is something that is selling, but the digital product, including video game as a product, is already something that you build that is people already sold on, so they will be using it. So it's different thinking, and I will not go deeper into that. I can share more later on, but this is not this video. What is this all? This video is about presenting this game or explaining, but nevertheless. So let's go into this. So also what I want to say, there might be some mistakes just because Figma evolved into the connecting prototypes where some component it might forget it. So if I'll notice, I'll restart. Just had informing you in advance. And also some things because time has passed, I haven't checked it myself. So I will be exploring a little bit, revealing things and remembering how they were built with you together through the process. So let's go into this. So Venus, they just, once you enter the game, you see this kind of simple screen that indicates who created it, Venus World Survival, and the logo and hexes. You enter, what happens is indicating they do have a video of Venus. You can check on the website of the kind of video that presents the game, the lore game. And I took the screen of that this dinosaur kind of alien dinosaur kind of space, and I used it. Really good that I can use it because that was built by some company. I think it's Raga who built the. I suspect they did the whole cinematic thing with the 3D animations, and it's really great how I can use those assets and they stayed there. So here you can see I'm showing you I need to respect the sizing of fitting into Telegram tapping game. So you can see responsiveness. This is how it looks like loading. This is something I'm showing how it looks like. We'll be playing with these two colors. There'll be two, I don't remember how we call them, two categories of what kind of category of creature you can play, or kind of not creature but more like factions, I think they called. There'll be the orange and the violet. So if I click this one, I'm showing for developers how it looks like, and I send them videos. Usually when you work with me or you are my client, what I do, I always will be sending the video like this, presenting to you, walking through, giving observations, recommendations, and indications. So you can follow and either communicate with me and understand to build better, or you know what you need to build and how to use things without my presence. So here I'm showing how it looks like with a request error. This is the indicator of error. Really beautiful. I know, I like this design. There was really immersive process of creating, really unusual design. Really like it. I enjoy it. Playing with it. You lose yourself, especially when you have interesting new music in the background. Some projects you just immerse yourself and you come up with amazing ideas by playing with them, especially with the digital products. It's a different game, and video games also, so to say. So I can close it. It's loading. We enter. I click anywhere. What happens? They're going to give you this screen of that animation that I just mentioned, and you can just skip for the next time, for example, and skip. But if you click on a video, it's going to play the video, and I'm going to give you cinematic text. That's the idea. I don't know if they have fulfilled that, but that was my recommendation. So kind of a narrative before entering the game, and that's the you can actually watch it on the website. I think this indicator for X and like closing, everything designed from my side. And so we can skip it. So when I skip it next time, it's not going to appear again. Choose your faction. Here you go, factions they called. So you can be a Star Seeker or a Void Walker. And you can see this, this was interesting to build enter Venus world. So you can choose, you can see when you choose Void Walker and there's descriptive and you can learn more. And all this mobile tapping, you can see how the ring highlight appears and the icon of the sun. This is Star Seeker and Void Walker. And they have these oppositions. Images are beautiful, found by me as a references here, right? They use their own images. If you play the game, you'll see. So you can choose also, idea was to give free like alien, women, and men, but eventually it'll be only two, I think they will use. So here, if you're man, I'm just, having fun, some kind of imageries, putting here Void Walker and Star Seeker. And this alien kind of category later I introduce, also really interesting. And they can do this. I think maybe they will introduce later on. So it's interesting. The difference is, and it's interesting dynamic you will see, and it will be interesting to develop this game into the because it's a lore. The Venus and if you know Earth and Moon, they will have this multiverse thing that I'm a little bit sharing here with you. And it's exciting to build these games that builds the one world. So what you can do, you can learn more. For example, I can learn more about the Star Seeker, for example, and they're going to give me more information. You can see for images, and I can see okay story. I can check the units. You can see, so Star Seeker faction is this unit. The Ether Flux, so they'll have different energy. Basically the same as just opposition. Stardust. So they collect the Stardust. That's the game. You will be collecting, tapping Stardust, and this faculty, and you'll be using this energy. Beautiful lore to lorem ipsum, you can see to describe. And I can also learn about Void Walkers. And here also just to see units, you can see this, the marking. And they have just opposite. You can see it's just mirrored in the void dust. They collect void dust. It's just an aesthetical oriental thing. That'll be an interesting thing that you'll be able to shift your faction and pay a lot of dust, so to say, to do so. It's really unusual. You see this. There's important dynamic in because it's different people playing this video game. So It's exciting. So let's go into this. So we will be selecting by default. You can click here. You can see you can click here. It doesn't matter. Again, I would like to do the multi-choice. So we'll as if we'll be male, right? That's the idea. Of course, when you enter, you always will start with this kitty. So enter Venus world. And let me see if I can click. I can close. Let me see what's going to happen. Okay, going to go further. Enter Venus world. So when you enter, this is your dash main screen, the mine, and you'll be able to shift between these. And what you do, so it seems like a lot. I'll be introducing to you the whole thing. Let me see what else we can click here. This is just shifting, a quick shift to show how it looks like if you play for, here you go, for the, this shows if you're premium and also the void color, but there's different color character, just different modes that you can have, the premium mode and regular mode. I think this, let me restart, not to confuse, because I might not really see, I might not remember some places. So we'll start here. So the point is, there is your name. It's from Telegram. That's what it's going to be. Your level. And you can go to the settings. This is the total dust that you have collected. Same this number. And how much dust you mine per hour. And this is your faction. You can go into faction and read it here if you want to. It's not something people need to reveal, but they can find it. And you can click on this image. Well, I will be showing you the whole thing. I think let's go from the top. So for example, let's go from regular settings, right? When you go to settings, beautiful design, huh? And purple, you can shift between like a haptic fit and so on. So you can change language. Delete account. Was something wrong, you see? I see. We were just clicking through, I think. Yeah. So you can select the language, or you can go back, or just close it. So if here you go, I'll go back. So delete account. So also really beautiful red. You can see different UI responsiveness was needed to be designed. And when you build these games, I like to build them as I build an experiment and test, because that makes me to understand how the user is going through, what is important, what is needed, what is right, what is clear. And then you gradually reveal new elements, and it's a really beautiful way to build it. So we can delete the account, but we're not going to be doing that. So I'm done here with settings. Basic settings, anything that you want to add, it must be responsive. Put as much as you want. Let's see levels. We can click these things. Can we click name? Just click shortcut to show how it looks like when you're actually on premium. So the point is it's connected to Telegram. So if you're premium on Telegram, you have some benefits. You could see like plus 10% actually mining per hour. Interesting. So we could go here. So the point is this difference of your 3D model and your avatar image. You can buy skin. We see they different, the same. Probably click the whole thing. You can buy skin here. So what happens here? That's your avatar and number. Let me see. We can click. Okay, that's the circle. So here's like the idea was that you cat, of course, that doesn't look like cat, but I'm just showing the difference, right? I need to show different user experiences interface. I need to show cat will fit here, but if it's a bigger character, I'm showing that it cuts here. So that's the whole reason I'm showing this character. And you see it's of course it's not male, it's a female. But factions, for example, you can see the arrow indicating here where we can go. Cats, there was the idea to change, that this, they probably didn't use it, but the idea in the beginning that you can change kind of indication here, go and select it. You can see badges and factions, for example. Okay, we can change just indicating what gender you are. And this is how much dust I have on my level, and I can buy picture, I can buy skin. But let's go to faction. So the point is, here you go. You can change faction. Like you can learn more again about them. But right now, I'm Star Seeker. The point is, it's really expensive to change, and it's a big deal to change because your opponent is Void Walker, and everyone who's playing under the Void Walker, you're not really with them familiar. You can't really communicate with them, right? You only can communicate with those who are in your faction. But if you shift suddenly, really interesting. You're changing the game, and it's an interesting choice. Because you can totally, if you're bored and want to become bad, let's say a bad side, and there's a new interesting game, Clash game, that you'll see that makes sense if you want to really betray and go over there. But it's really expensive, supposed to be, so you can buy now, for example. So badges, also point you collect badges for the game, so it's indicating how many your badges how we have. For example, I have only one, and they have like 10 cards, 25 cards, and upgrade station cards. You'll see the game is about the stations and building kind of stations on. So, this is showing all of them and different categories, and you can just collect them. We can click actually to claim reward, but you can click this. I will click this to show you how it looks like. And this is how it looks like to read more to know 45% of users have this badge. Oh, interesting. It shows how many players have this badge, for example. Really interesting dynamic. It's owned. If I click here, you see I'm clicking and I'm showing how it looks like if not yet, for example, if you click something that you don't have. And you can see already, oh my God, 18% players have it and I don't. And you can read the description, you can see the icon, and it's not yet yours. There's two versions, I think, that we can observe the badges. Now, what we have explored, we can go to levels. So I'm to level 12, and you can see, for example, when we get here, look at yourself. So it's here, right? Oh, down there, I think, yeah. So the thing is, let me see. So you can see I'm a star seeker, and I think this is the rank in respect to all players I can observe. So this is like all information about yourself and your level. So your name, but also you can see I'm not in the leaders. This is how it looks like if I'm in the leaders. There are 3 main players. If you're on the top of 3 players, you'll have this star, and there'll be one of those stars. If you're premium, you'll have this. So I can just showing how it looks like if you have all of them. So it's basically a good card to observe the player. You can click on a player, and this is the card that you can observe. But you see the level progressing. You can see my image. You can see here you go. This is how it looks like. If I'll be leader 1, for example, star, I will have indicator here. And here's my experience also level. You can see that I'm level 12. So I'm marking in 20. Like I'm past 10. So I'm like after 10. So to say, I'm here. Total 100. So it's really quick oriented where I am actually. Let me see what's going to happen if I click. I don't know what's the point. I see. Wow, I remembered. So the point is I can click those and it's just going to give me a list of specific this number of people that is like from 90 to 100. Here's like from 10 to 20. So it's just going to give me the list of these people. And I can always locate myself. So it can just snap to me. This seems my card. This is my position in respect to all players of star or seekers. And that's how you can just check your level wise. It's not ranking wise. It's a level wise, I think. Or maybe ranking wise, I don't remember, but it seems you see this player, for example, when you click and tap, when it's golden, that means he's leader. This is how it looks like, and I think, let me see if we'll see, I'll show you now the places. There'll be a moment when we click and see how it looks like on that side. Okay, so this is the card of the levels. What else we have here? So we can go into the buy things, right? And eventually there'll be this development and so on, but they can introduce gradually things. So let's go and say buy skin. So the point is you can buy with your dust skin or with premium money. So here's an indicator for his name is Sunny, and you can check him out. And this is his cat, right? So this, and also I need to show how much dust you have because you know how much you have and how much you're going to spend. It's the key. So you can go back always, go buy skin, going to choose. So the point is this is Sunny, for example, selected, it's purchased. So I can go and check it out what I have. It's Sunny, purchased, and this is the description. Buy now or cancel. The point is I have a shortcut. I think if I click, this is how it looks like if I need to buy, if I don't have it and I can buy it. So I want to buy now, right? This is his cost. Or this when it's not available because of money reasons or other reasons. And that's about it, different versions of how it looks like. And here you can see it's locked. And this is something that I think this is selected. The indicator of selection, this indication of purchase. And this is how it looks like. You can see how it cuts around the circle. That was quite interesting to build it. A little bit challenging. So, you choose that and buy now, for example, and that's it, right? And you have it. So, and then you also can buy picture. So picture is different. It's a light seer, his name. So you can see this is what we have. We purchased, for example, this image. You remember we have it. And you can see different just images for the sake of, this is a selection, right? The orange is selection, what we can see here. And just different images and different prices and indicators. You can see he's alien, right? He has a marking. That's the point. You're not a category, alien. They have different markings. They're still not in a game mechanics thing, but something can be used in respect to that part. And it's interesting that this game can be evolving. You'll see Eartha, really similar dynamic, but it's evolved into the CD game, and Venus can develop into something also different twist there. So this is how it looks like when you can purchase that. Let me see what else we can do. Choose, I think basically that's it. There should be more, but it's okay. Okay, so let's go back, and you always can click exit, quick to go quickly out of there. If you don't want, if you so deep inside here, you can just cancel and oh no, it should be going all the way back, but it's okay. So that's the thing. What you can do here in your, you see it's lost a little bit. That's what I mentioned. Let me restart. Some stuff are not connected. just because Figma changed some dynamics before. Maybe I didn't connect it right, I don't remember. But anyways, so we explored this one, really good. The whole part is here. Now the point is also, this is the main below options that we will be running through. Mine, we're under the mine right now. So what happens, you have here, the point is, yeah, this is your kind of representation of 3D character that you always observe. This is your avatar that people know you about by. This is your dust, and this is your energy that you can use. So here I have 3 squares that you click, and you can see that's what happens. You use energy like that, and you collect +2 dust, for example, and dust will collect here, right? Kind of basic Telegram, not really commonly, but some games are like that. So it's tapping, tapping, tapping. You can tap mechanically, so use all your energy and collect the dust. The dynamic also interesting here is that oxygen runs out. You have 30 minutes. After 30 minutes, the automation of your mining will not be happening. That means you need to do something. You need to recover your oxygen, or you can also increase your energy capacity, and you can increase your tapping number of dust mining, and it will be station. There'll be other things. You can see I'm indicating here for the sake of development, like how station looks like if some trouble there, and this is something like something is happening also there. So, and these kind of things that you do daily. Working from these things, I'll be running for them. For example, fortune is a game, crash is a game, decode is a game, reward and tasks are simple things that you usually will be performing. Let me see what else we can do. So if I'll click, when you come into the game, this is a shortcut. If you click it, once you come to the game, it'll always inform you auto mined. This is what is automatically mined while you were away from the game. Confirm, right? Because it's have automated hourly mining, and you can increase the capacity. It's by default 30 minutes, but you can increase for the game of territory. You'll be increasing different things like oxygen. So that will allow you to not be entering this game. Like if 30 minutes running out, there's no auto mining. So you better be every 30 minutes coming to this game to resolve this issue. So when in territory, you will see you'll be able to increase the capacity of oxygen for hour and 2 and 3. So you don't need to come to the game that often because it's automatically mining, and it'll be much more easier for you to play. So I have a lot of different game mechanics that are involved here. So what you can do here, you can see always level. It's the same like clicking level will take you to the level card. Boost. Let's see. So this is if you have so many questions. Help center, so you can learn about what is energy, oxygen, station, and so on. So put as much as you want. And this one is premium, so this is get space pass. I remember you can unlock these kind of benefits by becoming premium. Let me see what's going to happen. I can this is how it looks like if you're not premium. This looks like if you are, I think. So congratulations, I'm getting that. So free immediate rewards, bypassing perks. Remember, what's the thing? But you become premium, so to say, if you remember, you become, and you get benefits out of that. This is related to the Telegram. Let me see, I think we can click oxygen. Yeah, this is how it looks like. So oxygen running out, this is how it looks like more. This is how it looks like red. And once you have full, so I'm just showing the different dynamic there. Okay, boost. The point is, again, boosting is to, this is your balance. So you can full ether, for example, 5 or 6 daily. So you can daily use 6 buffer for free, I think. So what it means is that, I'll show you, but let me see what different dynamics. So if you run out, let me show you actually, I'm so quick here. So the point is, if you use it for free, for example, full ether, they're just going to recharge the whole energy right now, and then you'll be able to tap and use it elsewhere. So it's 6 times free per day. Once you're running out, what's going to happen? This is how it looks like. What you can do, you can wait 60 minutes. Wait 60 minutes left. I don't remember. Some kind of maybe not 60 minutes. I don't remember the limit. Whatever. Some kind of limit left. But the point is, you can unlock instantly if you want to. You can do that for dust or for the currency that you purchase. So if you want to play quickly, you can just go around it. Dust points. So and then you select what you want to pay with. Dust points. Of course, it doesn't really make sense. Should be less points here than this one. So, or whatever. A presentation like that. Okay, and then Ether Reserve. So my recommendation, I don't know if they did it, they probably did it differently, but the point is I can increase here Reserve by buying. I think maybe it's like, and multi-tap is when you tap how much it generates dust, right? So you can buy that with your dust, and then when you tap, for example, on the cat, correct, you will be able, instead of 2, it will be 4 or 5 and so on. So it increases your less energy used to more generate dust. You can increase that, and this is capacity plus 500, for example, you'll increase 3,500, so you have more energy to recharge once you're back, and so on. So, and there can be more if you want to. And I don't know, maybe we had more. I think Eartha will show you. In Eartha will be more. Yeah, interesting, because Eartha is based on Eartha on a phone is based on Venus on a phone, and they feed each other all the time. The games that I'm building, and Moon was built also. I'll be showing you the stuff later. So we kind of covered many things, but these and below options. Let's go into these first. So tasks. It's indicating when last you have been there. This indicating you haven't done it yet today. And this is tasks. So what happens here? You have tasks to do, and it gives you dust. It's really good marketing mechanics. So you encourage them to go to check your anything you want them. For example, you can see this indicating how much you have fulfilled. And like I have one, for example, most famous Venus purchase. You can watch the video. If they watch your YouTube video, they'll get this reward. It's a good marketing step. And you can go click and it will describe to you. You can watch the video. Once you watch video, it will mark that it's done. You receive the reward. Good thing. And like follow us on Facebook, for example. Really clever idea, for the marketing sake and also for the game sake. They have benefits from the dust and you have benefits from marketing. Now rewards also daily happens. So what happens here, you just stick, so to say, every day, come to the game and mark complete. Let me claim, let's say, there you go. So you see it's opacity drop down, so I cannot really take it today. It's come back tomorrow, it says. Well, stepping back, for example. And if you stay long enough, you can kind of you can get exclusive skin here if you come every day for 10 days. Really also good marketing dynamic and also really good reward. So for example, you not only getting dust, but you can get the energy. You'll see this water and electricity is important in the territory game to collect. And they can give any rewards they want to. So these two really, it's helping game, but it's also giving good marketing. And Station is the game that will be using the water and electricity. And decoding. So let's go into this. So decoding really is also an interesting game. It's a guessing word. They need to follow articles or anything like that, so you can guess word. Glorious, for example, and you'll get a massive reward, and it will indicate that. So claim reward, right? But the point is, I think it's more of game or some kind of decoding. Really interesting. But I presented the style and how I'm going to go about it. Really interesting engagement with the community. Flash, really interesting game also was built. This is one of the last thing I did towards the end of creating this UX UI. So how many players in this crash? Your total money, and drone is representing that. Next round will start. So you can go manually, automatically. You can bet. And you can cash out at this, the game, the crash. It's interesting. So plays bet. Really interesting design. I really enjoy this. The further you go, the further you play. Interesting stuff you reveal. So this is how it looks like. Really beautiful. Really interesting. I enjoy building this. So this is your bet. This is the whole info, and cash out or exit. But when you click, so this is what happens. This is how it looks like. Right? It's flying, and this is indicating like different players, I guess. It should be indication also of yourself. And this is how it looks like if it's crashed and you lost it, right? It's not a right marking. And this is how it looks like when you actually win, I think. I don't know. This is me, for example, right? The cat. And different dynamics. So it was really interesting to build it. And I think they haven't introduced that yet. So, and let's go to fortune. So fortune is a wheel that you can just turn for 5 times per. It's also like fortune. You never know what's going to happen. So you can, here I'm clicking, I think maybe I can turn. Now just indicator if you avoid or if you star, but it's interesting. Should be possible to rotate it. Yeah, I even simulated that. That's interesting. Spin the wheel, huh? So these are different dynamics that help you to mine. Now let's go further. So the point is we go to the station. Now in the station, that's also a big part of the game. So the point is what you have in the station, you can always button boost if you want to come here back. I think the idea I had that they boost water and electricity, but there'll be different game dynamic, I think. So you have water and electricity units that you can use, and this is how much property you have that allows you to build buildings. Here you can see this is different. For example, show your resources, for example, so I can check out. This is what I have. Water resources 5. It's just, this is like compressed version, and this is open version, the bigger version. So for example, water resources, power generation, and level 3 property. I don't know, level 3 property have that amount. So I need, from territory, like I see like, okay, I need 1 more property to have 12. I need like this, like 6 total, like, this is the maximum reserve. I don't remember maybe max. I don't remember already. I don't know if we used that or not for the video game, but it was also a really good option to quickly open and check how much you have. Depends on the game mechanics, but that's why it was not necessary, because basically you see the whole information here. But the point is, so there are different buildings, and I just used aesthetically pleasing images as a reference for them to recreate. So, for example, you can see that, and they have more levels in the game if you play the game, but I presented less than that. It makes sense why they have so many. But the point is, so this is the cost, and this is also the cost, and you can see differences in buildings. So we can upkeep some space and minor and missions. So the point is, if you pay this amount, you will get a plus 70 mining per hour. So that's what you want. You're building these to get the automated generated mining while you're away from the game, right? And you can see this, for example, requirement note. So you need a level, or you need some kind of other things. So you can see lock and like property and so on, what's needed. And I have 1 level of this, 2 level of this, you can see. And I think you can click it and check it out. So yeah, so I can see what it is. I have 1 level, and this is what it costs as if, just, I think so. Yeah, this is the cost, and this is what's going to generate. I build now. Let's see if I click different. This is how it looks like when it's locked. So for some reason, I see it's a water, it's a station, and this was the dust and station. Just different indicators, and I can require node to level 24, and they can decide what's the reason, right, from the game mechanics. But then something doesn't allow you to build, for example. And some of them like just need you to build this amount of levels, this level, and so on. Yeah, Stardust Extractor, for example, level 5. You cannot build this because I don't have a Stardust Extractor level 5, right? Once I'm gonna get this to the level 5, this will be unlocked for me. So, but the point is, if I, for example, running out of water and electricity or property, I think for electricity, so I will go to upkeep. So different buildings. These buildings, if I buy them with dust, they give me the unit of electricity and unit of water. And so you have to kind of shift between this and that, buy this to build buildings, because they're kind of upkeeping electricity and water. Let me see if can I click it? Space was, it's much more higher level structures that generate much more. It's like once you're done with buildings, you'll be able to shift here. And missions was something that will be developed later. I think I have it. This is how it looks like if you boost something. Something I also have a shortcut to demonstrate. Why wouldn't have missions? I thought I built it. Let me see. Curious myself. Maybe I hide it. Yeah, maybe this is older version probably. Or maybe I didn't. For Eartha, you'll see. I'll be showing the missions, but missions will be something else. But it's okay if I'm not showing everything. That's fine. So this is the thing about these things. So they help you to automate the mining per hour, and you can play with water and electricity in order to build better. And that way you. But then again, like that also depends how much oxygen you have. That's why I go to territory. So in territory, here is what you can play with. Here is, you can see these different colors. This is the indicator of stardust, and this void walkers and star seekers. And so here we can see, for example, free multi-tap, and this is the idea. So you can buy these, and this is the amount. I think it's better done, but it's okay. So it tells me how much I need to pay dust or something else, I don't know, in order to unlock. So this is how you play. I can increase oxygen, for example, and it will be working like that. I can increase, I have 30 minutes, right? But I can increase that. So I can, this is where I get the property in order to build buildings, for example. This is where I get the energy, also capacity and tapping. That is why boost was used only for this one. I think basically without those two, we moved these two to the territory. So you progress here also as a turret. There was another game that I'm not showing you here. Those other ideas and decisions was interweaved. I think mission also I have developed to some degree, but I will be not showing that as something I will skip. But the territory was different game, totally. Actually, I would love to. Actually, I would love to show it because, yeah, I think in the screens, or I think I have it in the screens. Not really. I don't know where it is. Maybe in assets. But yeah, at least in assets. So the idea was to randomly organize the territory. And there's a game kind of, but it was just too complex to build at this point. The point is you can go into and randomly battle different things, kind of flora, fauna, and get to the levels of getting some. It's like another video game of the territory, but they'll be more used in Eartha rather than here. And then we simplified the whole thing, not to overwhelm. So there was different cards that you'll not see in presentation, but like, you enter to those territories, you can battle this flora, fauna, and some void dominions, where level specific required. They can be peaceful, they can be warlike, and such. There was this kind of idea of dynamic. Let me see if I have some missions here. Yeah, there's more stuff here. Peace, flora, war. It's impressive. I don't even remember. It's missions. I think these are missions. You see, I developed the missions, but we haven't used that. So these buildings, and here you go. Yeah, item mission start now. So it was the idea that there's a narrative of the story of a lore that you can go through as you coming to the Venus, and the different things that you can war or flora, and different things that can be also requiring your premium, for example, or your leader level, for example, cost. You don't know what rewards you're going to receive if you participate. Kind of you're sending your character to this. You'll see in Eartha, same kind of dynamic for the mobile version. You'll see that we did it, the mission actually, and you can play it. So this idea will go to other game, and it's good to see. But I remember this was really well done, beautifully. And Earth will be better. Moon and Eartha, the remaining things that I have to show you. I'm talking about Eartha, not about the big game, but Eartha on same like Venus in this style. And Moon, the best I think I achieved so far. Let's continue anyways, this territory. So this is what it's simplified. We need to simplify not to overwhelm. Now, this is the basic game dynamic we're going to be doing. So you're increasing your game capacity and skills, so to say. So you can breathe more, more capacity you can have, tap more. These things also help daily. And here you build the things so you automatically generate the dust. So anyways, and then you go to allies. In allies, you can see that, for example, I have 6 friends, I think, and I can refresh. But the point is I can invite and I can copy. So it's invitation text copied, also the confirmation message. And here it looks like when I click on golden. So this, you can see, this is the free, this is the level 99, 72, 65, for example, the top. And this is the amount of money that they have. I'm just showing. And so invited, this is how it looks like. Orange, yeah, here you go. Oh no, this is the character review. Let me see if I tap. Okay, it also says looks like when you click the character. This is how it should look like. It's allied kind of thing, and the whole thing you can observe and you can chat with them on a Telegram. Also really interesting. Become friends, for example. Just dynamic how you can engage. So this is allies, referrals. I see. So we're observing the referrals. It's like this is a list of people who you have referred, and it's really convenient. Really cool that you actually can go and talk with them in Telegram if you want to observe the information and copy invitation. But okay, this is referrals. Then you have friends. So for example, these are my friends. So we become in that list, and then bonuses. Also, let's see. So that's the thing. You see only this faction. You cannot see void characters. And here, let's see bonuses. This is bonuses if you invite people. Also, good marketing dynamic. And this is what bonuses you get if you invite. I think if you in this level's invitation, some kind of dynamic. So there's a value that, and if you're in premium, you gonna get even more rewards. Another good marketing mechanics, but also good for people who play. So everyone is happy. Now, leaders, it's interesting. We're getting good to the leaders. It's also really interesting. So here's a comparison. You can see the Star Seekers and Void Walkers. So you can observe all players, and the golden you can see, and Void Walkers, the opponents, the blue. You can refresh, you can see how many players right away there. And here you can see the main ones. So you can see how it looks like when it's premium. And this is the level. And they are on the first, on second, and third. This is your leaders, and they have different names: Emperor, Warlord, and Counselor. It's interesting. This is their position, and they will play important part in a clash. You'll see, and then show all between. You can click that. That should show everyone. This is indicator of you, and this is how it looks like when orange you click and tap, and this is us indicating where we are. It's always like free top, free one ahead of you, one behind you, and the rest. So let's say lowest, and they can show everything in between. So, and then we can check the Void Walkers. They have also different names, or Lord, Commander, and Ambassador. And you can also, this blue, let's see if Void, this all purple, and this is, for example, we're playing for the guy. So the point is that there's something also, maybe they're not yet released in the game. So the thing is, Clash is the game that will be announced, and it really depends in between these players, how many, like 54 and 45, and there's Clash. Here you go, these numbers, and you can see the colors, the golden and the blue. It's a clash if it all depends on you. So it's interesting. This is the game where all players that are involved, when it's announced, you can participate, and it's better be participating, because if you lose, all rewards will be lost. So this is how it looks like when nothing really happens, the time before it's going to start. In 10 days, for example, join Clash. This is how it indicates it's locked. Let's see what we can click there. This is how it looks like when you click an attack. You'll be tapping, and when the game starts, you'll be tapping. This is the attack, everyone tapping, and this is how you win. It's really important. So let's see, rewards. Oof. Let me restart. I just know what to click. You can see this is the attack. But if I click this, so leave war. So I guess, let me see, I'm ACM testing. So Clash, join Clash. I join Clash. Okay, join Clash. This is how much time, so I can join. If I join or not. Okay, clear. I can click lock, and so Clash starts soon, like in 10 minutes. You can see the timer runs out, I guess. This indicator, hey, be ready. This is indicating how much energy we have. Total energy. That's the idea, the collective. Oh, this is yours, actually. It's supposed to show yours, and I don't know what is total. This collective of opponent, but here it's like yours, and this is the below is collective. So you know that everyone and yours. So it's really important. And here you can see leaders. That's why it's important to pull. When you're a leader in the game, you'll be positioned here. Everyone will know you, the representative, and you can check in. Let's see. So, you can pay, you have to pay. So that's the reward that you pay for the pull. Check in now before the game starts. And you can see, for example, this indicates who's more, and like this is the amount of invested pool. So people who participate, they give their best, and the company that wins, they take the whole rewards and they distribute to all players. That's the dynamic. So, and let's see what we can do. If I click further, the time will start soon. We'll start, leave war. Let me see. So, yeah, this is the game starting. So let's see. I might skipping some parts. I don't remember. But the point is, this is kind of, I think, how it shows who did the most attack like this, I suspect. So on top, you'll become. And the thing is, what you can do, you can boost. That's the thing. There's a lot of dynamic happening. You see, you tapping and this clashing, like they pushing each other. And your goal as a command is to push it to the end, percentage-wise. You can see showing percentage for your side, and you don't want to lose. And you can see this is the boost, free X. You tap, it's free X, and you can boost different things. I think for this game also. And you can speed up for attack on multiple. This is really interesting dynamic. I think I would love to see how people play that. I don't know if they already fulfilled that. So the point is, if you win or loss, so this is the, I guess that's it. Yeah, maybe, I don't know, maybe I'm missing. There you go, you won. This is what it looks like. You won the whole thing, and they distribute the whole reward. It's the Clash game. So different games you can see there, as you know, the generic mining, the station building, the territory improving, and all of them, if you think about it, all of them, and bringing new games and players, all of them actually really impacting the Clash situation. And then Airdrop, we have Airdrop, so you review passive income or earn tasks. I don't know what it is. Friends, points. I guess you can get points. I don't remember what it is, but I needed to build it. I don't recall. This is how it looks like different if you play for the Star Seekers and Void Walkers. And withdrawal, with Binance Ton, and it's not like, I don't know if they already created that, but this is something for future to build, I suspect. So yeah, so that's it. That's all I wanted to present to you. It was quite a process to show it to you. A lot of stuff was built. Let me see if I'm missing on anything. I think I presented you everything. And Earth will be much better, even better. But I'm really happy. I'm really enjoyed building this game. It was exciting. It's a small phone. I'm looking forward to build something bigger than the phone I did build before. I'll show you Moon also will be massive desktop game. But Venus is something on a phone, and it was interesting to build. And again, you can see how great we can build things in user experience, user interface for the video games, especially working as a team of different expertise on one table, bringing from 3D, from the graphic design, from the game mechanics, and you name it. That's it, guys. Thanks for your attention. Take care. This was Avi Mersh with you.